Welcome to the boardroom. I'm your host, the chairman. Today on the agenda, Cthulhu Death May Die, a game by Rob Davio and Eric Lang. Cthulhu Death May Die is, as the name implies, a game set in the Lovecraftian universe, where we play the roles of 1 to 5 investigator cooperating to try and defeat an elder god who, is making problems for the world. These games are usually, Lovecraftian games are usually type of games set with a more serious tone, but this one has a little more goofy action to it. For one thing, the game is won by actually killing the Elder God, which is something you're normally not able to do in other games. It's technically a horror-themed game, but there's a lot of comedy to it, as you will find out with the flavor text that we read along the game. So, as usual, it's not an instructional video. I'm just playing my game, and those who wishes to better follow along, there's plenty of video on the web that can teach you how to play the game. So I will explain what I do as I do it, but I'm not gonna go through a rules summary of it or anything. So without further ado, let's just dive right in. So I'll move this. This is the cover box, and as you can see, I've already went ahead and set up my game. The characters I'll be playing 2 characters. One, it's a little hard to do it with just one. 2 characters. So I'll be playing, I selected them randomly. So first will be Ariel, the hunter, and Rasputin, the, I don't exactly know what he does for a living. He's based on an historical character, I believe, who was a preacher in Russia. I've also already went ahead and picked each of them have one madness that affect the game. So for Ariel, it's short-term memory loss. Pause if you want to read what it says. And for Rasputin, it's hypochondria. And that's funny because the man is actually invulnerable, well, in the legends. And one of his skill is unkillable. So, yeah, and the monster that we will be facing, the scenario we'll be doing is the first one of Season 1, which is called Blasphemous Alchemy. Behind is the setup. And here is the flavor text to introduce what we'll be doing. I'm going to read the introduction here. So it says, what's worse than cultists? Cultists who've set the place on fire. Another night, a damn ritual to summon an elder god. And if we blow up their labs, we can cause a lot of trouble for whatever they are summoning. And in this case, what they are summoning is, right here, Shub-Niggurath, the Black Goat of the Woods. That's the monster I decided to play with for this playthrough. And so the aim of the game is to disrupt the ritual. When you do that, the Elder God enters the board and can be killed. So how to disrupt the ritual for this particular scenario is we have to destroy 4 of the 5 labs. The labs are over here. Those are those tokens right here. There are 5 labs on the board, and we have to destroy at least 4 of them. And so what it says also is that when the Elder One advances, place 1 fire token in each space that has any cultist and no fire. So fire is a big deal in this scenario. And we have 2 abilities here that are scenario specific. One of them is extinguish fire, let's we can make a roll using our 3 basic dice here. And when we do so, for each success we score, we can remove 1 fire token from the board, or from the space where we're at. Our investigators are starting here. And the other one is destroy equipment, which is obviously necessary to accomplish the aim of the game. And make a roll against a lab in your space. This doesn't count as an attack. Each success deal 1 wound to the lab. When a lab has 4 or more wounds, destroy it and turn over the lab token to reveal its effect. Each of them have different effects on the game. And once we've destroyed 4 of them, then the Elder God Shub-Niggurath will enter the board, and we can then attack him. There's another way by which the Elder God can enter the board. If one advances, it reaches a red zone. And if that happens before we've destroyed at least 4 labs, then he'll be invulnerable. So we can't attack him until we have destroyed at least 4 of the labs. And furthermore, if the Elder God or the symbol that represents him, this token here, when he is on the board, if that ever reaches the final zone right here, well, we lose the game. Another way to lose the game is for one of the character to die before the ritual is disrupted. So yeah, and well, that's it. The monsters for this game will be obviously the cultists, which are these characters, and the dark young, which are those characters, those creatures that come with Shub-Niggurath. And also for the scenario monster are the fire vampire, this thing right here, and the Biaki, those charming fellows. So, well, without further ado, let's just start the game and try to win. I've played this game like, I think 5 or 6 times, and well, I only won once. It's pretty hard, and since it's a dice chucker, there's a lot of randomness involved. You can control the dice rolling to a certain extent, but only to a certain extent, so you can actually lose the game. One of the game I played, I remember, I literally lost on the 2nd turn when my character was killed. She was literally ganked by a number of cultists that just assaulted her on her zone. And was it a her or him? I don't remember. I think it was a female character. I don't remember which one, though. There's about 20 to choose from. Anyway, so you can lose basically on very quickly. Like I said, I lost on the 2nd turn. One of the thing about Rasputin, he's unkillable, so he has 3 deaths. So he can be killed and not lose the game for us, but only a certain number of times. I think at the 1st level, it's just 1 free death. So, yeah. Now, we're gonna start, I think we're gonna start with Ariel, because, one thing that's important also, for Ariel, she has to choose a non-epic monster, in other words, anything that's not Shub-Niggurath himself, or herself, or itself, as a favored target against which she use an additional die, in addition to the 3 black die that you normally use for just about every roll in the game. So, seeing as the cultists are pretty easy to kill, so I'm not gonna bother with those, but the Dark Young are actually very, well, there's 6 of them, and if I remember correctly from my reading of the rules, they tend to pop in very quickly, and in fact, there are many of the cards, the Mythos card, that cause some of them to enter, and every time I think the Elder God advances, he summons a Dark Young. Now, they're not too hard to kill. I mean, they only have 3 health, and their attack are quite similar to the attacks of the cultists. There's 1 black die and 1 green die. So, like I said, they're not too hard individually, but they can gang up on you, especially if you have a large number of them in your zone. So, something to keep in mind. Well, that's what I'll do. I'll just give them the status of a favorite target, and that'll give me 1 more die, a better chance to control their number, their population, so to speak. Okay, so I think I'm going to begin with Ariel, ladies first, but not really. It's because she can attack targets that are in an adjacent zone, which would mean in this case those 2 cultists. So she can literally start the game by whacking those guys and, clearing the way for us to advance and try to reach the labs and destroy them as quickly as possible. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, each character has 3 action every turn, after which they draw a Mythos card, and if there's something on their zone, then they are attacked by it, a creature, either a cultist or a monster. If they don't have anything, though, they can draw a discovery card, which can give us some, plot elements, some devices, tools, or companions to help us along the way, which is pretty nice. So, yeah. So I'm just going to begin right now. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start shooting at these cultists. Now, because I don't have any other thing to help my dice roll, I'm just going to roll the black dice on my trusty dice tray. So here we go. First roll of the game. It sets the tone. Okay. I'm gonna use 2 stress to reroll these 2 dice, because I have 1 success and that's not enough to kill. Okay, so with 2 success and this symbol, which is a madness symbol, then I gain 1 madness, but at least I got rid of 1 of them. So I'm gonna put it here with all his buddies. And also, I think I need to find... Where did I put those? I need to find the tokens for the damage tokens. Just bear with me a moment, please. Find them because the hell did I do with them? It's not there. Not there. That's stupid. That's something I should have done before. So yeah. Very professional organization, as you can see. These. Alright, I found it. So that noise that you're hearing in the background is my dehumidifier. This room gets particularly humid for some reason, and this is where I store most of my board games, so I like to keep this as dry as possible. I hope the sound will not bother you too much. I'm not sure if we can hear it all that much. Anyway, so first one was killed. Now on to the second one. And the second one is also destroyed. So 2 actions, 2 cultists. And okay, I think I'm gonna move her because she also has stealth, which means that she can run past one enemy without forcing them to follow her. So that's what I'm gonna do. So she's gonna go 1, 2, and 3. Unfortunately, there's a fire in this space, which means that when you leave a zone with a fire in it, you have to put one because you run the chance of burning yourself, as you do. So, yeah. So that's her turn. 3 actions. So now I have to draw a mythos card. Now the mythos card will be this one. You can pause to read if you like. I'm going to read it anyway. Lord of the Woods. If you are in the same space as the Black Goat, that's Shamnigrath, the monster, the Elder God, it deals 1 wound to each other figure in its space. Otherwise, move each Dark Young 1 space towards you. Well, there's actually no Dark Young on the board, so yeah, that's a good card to get on your first turn. And because I am in a safe area, I get to draw a discovery card. So let's see what I get. Okay, Clutter Beaker. You may discard to deal. Okay, I can gain 1 stress to gain this card, and you can discard this card to deal 1 wound to all lab and figures in either your space, including you, or an adjacent space. Each target takes wound equal to the number of fire token in their space. Well, I'm gonna take it because it would allow me to put 1. So to speak, 1 free wound on the. So yeah, and you have to slide it under here. So yeah, I have the beaker. Okay, and at the end, I also need to throw a black die to see if I get a wound or an insanity from my fire, and I gain an insanity. So, but at least you discard it. Alright, so Rasputin. I think I'm going to send him all the way to this one. And, yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Now, obviously, he also gets a fire token on him because he passed through a fire area. And he can attack this cultist. Now, Rasputin is brawling, which means he gains 1 die whenever the target of his attack is in his space. Quite nice. So, and he also has a skill called Arcane Mastery, which means that you can replace 1 of these for a success, which again is quite nice. So let's see what he gets now. Wow, that's 3 success. So yeah, you kick that the cultist has. So send him packing. So that was the second action. And as a third action, I'm gonna straight up start destroying that thing. So that's 2 success and 1 insanity. I'm gonna try to re-roll that die. Well, I have 1 insanity, but at least with another success. So I put 3 wounds on this lab, which means that it's almost destroyed. And that's it for Rasputin. So now we draw a Mythos card for his turn. Students go mad. If you have any student's companion, discard 1 student and summon a cultist in your space. Well, I don't have any students right now, so whoop-de-doo. Again, I got lucky with the... Usually it doesn't last, but for right now, it's not going too badly. As a first turn for each character anyway. So let's check if he gets burned by... Yeah, not only does he get burned, he also gets mad because of it. Yeah. Okay. So that's it for Rasputin. Now back to Ariel. I think that what I'm gonna do is immediately discard this thing and inflict 1 damage on both the lab and the cultist in this in the adjacent room right here. So that's 1 damage to the lab and 1 damage to the cultist. It doesn't cost an action to do that, so that's why I did it. Okay, then my second action, I will attack the cultist in this room. Get rid of him. Unfortunately, I can't attack the lab from my position because it's not an attack. It's an action. It has to be done in the room you're occupying. So let's do that. Anyway, I'll get rid of the cultist. Hopefully. Yeah, cost me 1 insanity. Yeah, yeah. Cost me 1 insanity, but at least I got rid of it. So the picking is getting slim. We're down to 2 cultists on the board and 2 monsters. So we should have, well, depending on what Mythos card, we should have some freedom of movement, at least for a short while. For second action, I'm going to move her in here. And third action, I'm going to try to destroy this lab. Well, she does 1 damage to it. Unfortunately, she doesn't have arcane mastery, so she cannot transform these into success. But at least she does another damage to it. And, well, that's going to be the end of her turn. She doesn't have any flames on her. You don't get burned when you enter a zone with flame. You only get burned when you leave it. So, yeah, that's it for her. Let's see what Mythos has in store for us. Oh, well, that's the first one of those. These cards, yeah, when you draw 3 of them, that's when you advance the Elder God. So add 1 fire token to your space and each adjacent space. Okay, well, let's do that then. So I think I'm going to extinguish some fire before leaving. There's 1 here and 1 here. I don't think, no, there's no adjacency here. Okay. But it's still considered a safe space because fire doesn't affect us necessarily. So she can do a discovery. Oh, I remember. I think I forgot to do a discovery with Rasputin on the end of his turn, which I should have done because there was actually no threat in his room. So I'm gonna draw a card for Rasputin. This one. That's the one that was supposed to go to him. Trying to remember these in the future. So, Professor. Have you seen my students? They escaped, walked out during an experiment. If any investigator has a spirit of Negahal, I think that's how it's pronounced, the professor bursts into flame, discard, and lose one sanity. Otherwise, you may take 2 stress to claim the professor. Okay. He gives me, as long as I have him, he gives me 1 level of arcane mastery. Now, for Rasputin, that gives him an additional level, but I could possibly trade it to Ariel, which would give her level 1 arcane mastery, which means that she could then start transforming. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm not sure if we can trade discovery cards, no, but I think we can. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna read the rules for that. About just one moment. Yeah, trade with all investigator in your space. So there is a rule for trading. Now, what can we trade? Okay, so yeah, just let me go see the actions. Come on. Turn sequence. Okay, actions. Trade. You and all investigator in your space may trade any number of items or companions. Oh, well, that's a companion. So, yep, we can actually trade him. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... in the meantime, he's going to give me an additional level of arcane mastery, which means that for the time being, I'm treated as if I have level 2. Okay. Okay, so that was Rasputin. That was the arcane character, which I'm sorry, the discovery card, which I should have drawn at the end of his turn. And now I'm drawing the discovery card for Ariel. Up to no good. Oh. Well, I can't take it because I would need to discard 2 stress and I only have 1 left. So that's too bad. Nothing I can do with that. Okay, so back to Ariel. Now, I think the first thing I'm going to do is take a rest because my stress level is pretty high as it is. So, 1, 2, 3. Stress, when you rest, you recover a combination of 3, either wound or stress. And she wasn't, but was a little bit stressed out. So, and then second action, I think I'm gonna extinguish these fires because if I leave, I'll have to take 2 of them with me, and that's no bueno. So first off, I'm gonna try to extinguish the fire. Ouch. Well, I can extinguish both of them, and I would gain 3 insanity. The thing is, you can't gain. When you reach these spots, you have to stop there. So at least I can't go any more insane than I already am. Well, not on this die roll. And it also allows me to get rid of those 2. But it activates my madness because I'm on the red spot, which means if you are full of stress, heal all your stress and discard 1 discovery. Well, wow. Am I glad to have taken a rest. If you're not full of stress, take one stress. Okay. Whew. Well, I wouldn't have lost any discovery card. I don't have any. But, I mean, it could have gone... that's not too bad. Okay. So that's it. And also, when you advance a red, you can advance one of your ability. I'm going to increase marksman to level 2. Because it's going to give me 2 dice when I attack something. 2 more dice when I attack something out of my area. So, yeah. Now, as for my third action, I'll endeavor to destroy this lab. It has 2 wounds. I only need to place 2 more. And I do it. 2 wound plus 1, but this doesn't count as a success for her. So, yeah, that lab is destroyed. And what happens when I destroy it? Well, major explosion. Deal 2 wounds to all enemies in this and adjacent space. Oh, that's too bad. There are no enemies in any adjacent space, so... But at least we have 1 lab destroyed out of the 4 we need. So that's it for her. That was her 3 actions. Now we have to draw a Mythos card. Monsters in the lab. Each fire, vampire, and Byakhee move 1 space towards you. Okay. So this thing moves here. And the fire vampire, which is in another level of this dungeon, which is linked by these staircases right here. Well, it moves 1 towards me, which means it moves here, towards the stair. And then we have to summon a fire vampire at the yellow summoning circle, which is this one, and a Byakhee at the blue one. So, well, was I saying that the picking was getting slim, the board? Well, I should have kept my mouth shut because it just filled up. Okay. So, now it's Rasputin's turn. And first thing, he's gonna try to destroy that lab here. That'll be my first action for him. So, yep. Oh, I'm gonna re-roll those. At least, yeah, those 2. I have 1 success, which is going to cost me 1 madness, but yeah, that was and I have a second one because of my arcane mastery, which cost me 1 madness, but at least it's enough. Ah, I didn't even need to re-roll. Sorry, I didn't even need to re-roll. I had 1 success and 1. I've had 3 wounds on it already, so yeah. That's enough to destroy it. And let's see what happens when I destroy it. Save collapse. Heal all your stress. Huh? So I'm going to take that. Alright. No, there is no fire in my zone. And I think I'm going to start to do some pest control. So I'm going to move into the Byakhee room and hopefully take care of it. And so I'm going to attack it with my 4 dice. And okay, now I'm going to re-roll some dice. So I'm going to re-roll 2 of them. These 2. Oh, and excellent, because the Byakhee have 3 hit points, and because I have the Warren Gates Professor Discovery card, it gives me a level 2 in Arcane Mastery, which means I can transform all of my arcane symbols into successes and whack that beast on the head. So, yeah. I was gonna say everything's going fine right now, but I'm not gonna jinx myself. So, yeah. Mythos card. From the Book of Avon. Choose an investigator. If there are 3 or less Dark Young on the board, summon a Dark Young into their space. Otherwise... Well, there are no Dark Young, so I'm going to have to summon one. And I think I'm going to summon it in Ariel's room. Because otherwise he's not going to get to draw a discovery card. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Also, it's important I keep these visible. So we can see that there's... keep them aside. I'm going to make a side discard pile just for these. Okay. So now he's in a safe space, well, relatively, and yeah, he's surrounded by fire on one side and monster on the other. So yeah, let's see what this discovery. The monkey paw. If you have the monkey paw as the monkey as a companion, take 2 wounds and discard the monkey. Alright. You can claim the monkey paw, which is going to give me... Well, my Elder Sign is going to count as success, but I already have that with Arcane Mastery. No, I'm sorry. Elder Signs may count as both a success and an insanity. Yeah, I don't want that. I can discard this card to heal all my health. I just have 1 wound, but that's what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to discard this. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't need this. So, 1 less wound. Okay. Now for Ariel. Well, she attacks that creature. The thing about Dark Young, they have an ability which says if they're wounded but they're not destroyed, they summon another Dark Young in their space. That's how they can they quickly reproduce and can fill the board rapidly. So when you attack them, you have to make sure to kill them. So I think I'm going to concentrate my efforts on these 2 wackos right here. Now I don't think I have to attack a creature in my space, and I can leave this space easily, which is what I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm going to attack the adjacent zone. I'm going to start by attacking I think I'm going to attack the fire vampire. I think it's more dangerous. Yeah. I'm going to attack the fire vampire. And it has 3 wounds that you can do on it. But, yeah. So, my first attack will be... well, that's really bad. I don't have the arcane symbol, so yeah, I'm gonna reroll these 2 dice. I'm gonna try to limit. Now I'm gonna reroll all 3. I need it to die. Well, it does. But I I gain 2 madness from it. No, it doesn't. It's got. Oh, damn it! I only do 3, and it has 4 wounds. Okay. Well, I need to attack it again, so I'm going to attack the fire vampire again from where I am. Hopefully it's not going to go too badly. Ah, damn it. I gain another madness. So, yeah. I kill it, that's good, but it's destroyed. Unfortunately, my madness goes up. Which means I can increase another one of my skills, and I think I'm gonna do the sneak one, because that way I can ignore up to 3 enemies when I move, which means I can move all the way over there without attracting these guys. Now, if your stress is full, heal all your stress and discard 1 discovery. Oh, I don't have any discoveries, so isn't that a blooming shame? And also, I gain an additional die for all my actions when I'm at this level of madness. So it's gonna come in handy to destroy the attempt to destroy the other labs. So this is what I'm going to do for my 3rd action. I'm just going to run, well, I leave this one, I want to run past this one. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, I do drag a fire with me. So, yeah. Okay. Now, that was the end of my turn. I need to draw another Mythos card. Ah. Chaos in the labs. Move the Elder One and each monster 1 space towards the undestroyed lab closest to each of them. Okay. Which means that this guy, well, he's going to move here. He's going to move back here because he's already here, so he's not going to move at all. This guy is going to move 1 space towards here. This one's going to move 1 space towards here. Summon a cultist in each damaged lab. There are no damaged labs. Then remove 1 wound from each lab with a space with the cultist. Well, there aren't any. They're either destroyed or undamaged. But it's the second symbol like that, which means when we get the 3rd one, the Shub-Niggurath character is going to start advancing. Alright. So, Rasputin. Where am I going to send this guy? I wanted to trade with her, but I have to pass at least 3 monsters to do that. Yeah. I'm gonna save that for later. Right now, right now I'm just gonna again do some pest control. So I'm gonna move him here. And I'm going to attack this Dark Young. I have 2 rerolls, and I can transform all my arcane. So yeah, I got a good chance to get rid of him. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to attack this Dark Young. Okay, that didn't go quite as well as I was hoping. So I'm going to reroll both these dice. I need 1 more success to kill him. Ah! Damn. Okay, that didn't go well at all. So, not only do I gain a madness, I gain one more level of yeah, I'm gonna do the brawling. But the problem is that now I have drawn a... When I do this madness, however, I heal all my... So I'm gonna... I have to do summon another Dark Young to this area. So yeah, that was a shitty roll. Or a bleep roll. So that was my second action. Third one, I'm going to try again to destroy one of them. Hopefully I'm not going to summon a third one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Now, I needed that roll, so I got it. I destroy this Dark Young. Alright. Unfortunately, I have a Dark Young with me, which means that I am going to be attacked on my turn, and there's nothing I can do. I can't do any discovery. But I have to draw a Mythos card. Okay. If there are 3 or more Dark Young within one space of you, at the end of the turn, advance the black goat as if there were... Okay, yeah. No, there aren't. There's just one on the board. So, lucky in my bad luck. But that thing attacks me now. And it rolls a black and a green die. Which means it can increase my insanity. I believe I can re-roll their dice as well as my own. Increase one sanity, I'll take it. Yeah, it doesn't do any damage to me. So yeah, that's gonna be fine with me. Alright. Alright. So, damn. Earlier, when I finished my turn with Ariel, I forgot to roll her fire tokens. I have to do it. Ah, this game gains 1 wound and 1 sanity. You know what? I think I'm gonna try to. I can't get a worse roll than that right now. So, with that, so I'm gonna try. Okay. I don't think I can reroll it again. No, I'm not. Okay, fuck that. Okay, so 1 wound, 1 sanity, and yeah. There's nothing can be done about that. And at least I get rid of that damn thing. Okay. So, Ariel. I'm going to shoot that thing. Yeah. So, again, it's important to do some pest control. I'm going to shoot that Byaki. And, oh, yeah, I'm going to do some rerolls here. At least these 2. Yeah. Okay, so Byaki, number 2. Number 1. Well, no, yeah, there were 2 earlier, now there are none. So, yeah, that's it for the Byaki. Oh, I forgot. I could have rolled an additional green die. Which may not. Yeah, it was necessary to reroll anyway. So, I had only 1 success. Okay. So, what I am going to do is try to destroy this lab. Now I have my 3 black die. But before I do, I'm going to rest. I'm going to take a rest. So I'm going to heal 1 wound and 2 stress. And then I'm going to roll this. Okay, so that's 2 success, and I'm gonna re-roll this. That will be 3 success. So either I keep this, or I re-roll this, which would net me another madness, but I could destroy the lab in one fell swoop, which, yeah, it's worth trying. Come on. Come on, feel the noise. Ah, damn. I just get 2 madness and 3 wounds on this lab. Okay. Well, that happened. So, mythos. Ah, well, there we have our first movement of Shub-Niggurath. Each fire vampire moves 1 space towards you. Well, that's just 1. Yeah, 1 was taken care of, and it moves here. Then place a fire token in their space. Alright. Then we summon a fire vampire in the yellow space with with Rasputin. And we also advance this guy. So it moves 1 towards here. And when it advances, when the black goat advances, summon 1 Dark Young into your space. Deal 1 wound to each figure in your space. Okay, so yeah, we summon a Dark Young here, and we deal 1 wound. So there's not going to be any discoveries for Ariel. And I think when we have to reshuffle the deck. Let's see what happens when when it advances. I think we reshuffle the deck. Elder one. Okay, check. Okay, it's at the end of the turn. If there are 3 or more summoning symbol advance, the Elder. Oh. Well, I get to make a discovery check before, because it's at the end of the turn. Yeah, we reshuffle the deck. The Mythos deck. But because that thing appears at the end of the turn, that means I get to make a discovery roll first. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Furious. Oh, a pistol. Yeah, that's a good one to have because it will give me a lot more. So I have to take a wound to get it, but I will get it. I can claim either Chester. You cannot, both Chester and the Professor. Okay, Chester. No, I'm going to claim the pistol, which gives me 1 more die, but because she has Marksman, it gives her 2 more die, which I think she's close to having the maximum die for her attacks. Unfortunately, at the end of the turn, that's when Shub-Niggurath advances, and we get this charming fellow here. Okay, so that was Ariel. Now Rasputin, and he has to deal with, well, the menagerie. When when you attack any number, you may target any number of figures in your space and split the wounds as you like. So if I get, I'm gonna attack the Dark Young, and if I get more than 3 wounds on him, I can start placing them on him as well. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, before I do, however, I have to reshuffle. Yeah. Good shuffle. Alright. Yeah. So now, as a first action, I'm going to attack, like I said, the Dark Young. Try to destroy it and maybe trample some of the damage on the Fire Vampire. Okay, well, that went beautifully, actually, because I get 4 success, which means I can destroy him. And I can add 1 wound to the Fire Vampire. Unfortunately, it nets me 2 more insanities. No. I needed that. Okay. So, then, I'm going to attack the Fire Vampire and hopefully destroy it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna re-roll this 1 die to try and avoid insanity, and the remaining success are more than enough to take care of it. So, yeah, excellent. That's an excellent roll. To replace the crappy roll I had earlier. So, Fire Vampire has been sent back to hell. Okay. And then that fire doesn't bother me all that much, but cultists could arrive. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of the fire. That's just 3 die, however, but yeah. Controlling the fire is a good thing. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna reroll this 1 die. Try not to get damn sanity. Yeah, so I got rid of the fire, no sanity damage. Excellent. And that'll conclude my turn. At least I emptied this hallway of its previous occupants. So, yeah, Mythoscar. Let's see what happens. Chaos in the lab. Oh no. Move the monster undestroyed. Each monster, okay. This guy moves towards here. Closest undestroyed is here. I forgot I should have moved it earlier. I think that cultist counts as monsters. No, I forgot. Then summon a cultist on each damaged lab and heal it by 1. So now there's only 2 wounds left on this damn thing. And it's another 1/3 of a movement for Shubnigrath. Okay. So, now, I don't know if when I rest I have to be... I'm supposed to be on the wound here. Safe, yeah, safe area only. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move here. I can ignore, because I have a level 2. I can ignore both of those. I'm gonna draw a wound, a fire with me, but I think yeah, I think it's better if I move here. Then I'm gonna rest. One stress. And then I'm gonna shoot that dark young from this, the safety of where I am now. Hopefully not get another insanity. Okay, I'm gonna reroll this one because I have more than enough success to destroy it with... Oh. No. Ah. Yeah. I gain 1 sanity, which means... if you're full of stress... No, I'm not. You're not full of stress, take 1 stress. And I get another level in another ability, but I'm getting very close to the madness level. I'm gonna do the marksman. I can attack 2 areas away. No. I'm gonna give myself the stealth level 2, which means I can deal a wound to each enemy I sneak by. No, that's not a good idea. Favored enemy, roll 2 less die when attacking you. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna do that. Because that means that the Dark Young, when they attack me, they won't have any dice. Actually. It doesn't say that there's a minimum. Okay. So that's my first action. But I destroyed this Dark Young, so there are no Dark Young on the board at this moment. That was my second action, the attack. And the third action... Am I going to attack this cultist? No, I'm just simply going to rest. And recover all my stress. I'm going to draw a Mythos card. Ouch. Another summon, and the nearest fire vampire move 2 space towards you. Then place 1 fire on its space. So the damn. 2 space means that he moves 1, 2. Then he plays a fire in this space, and yeah, he's in here with me, which means that he gets to attack. Yeah. So that's 2 black and a green. When it attacks, place a fire token in his space. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna place another one. And his attack scores 1 madness and 2 wound. I'm gonna try to reroll this one. Maybe I could avoid at least a madness and a wound. Okay, I get a madness, but yeah, okay. And a wound. That's an acceptable. As my fire now, at the end of my turn, because I can't do anything else. Ah, excellent, it does nothing. Okay. Now Rasputin. with Rasputin, I'm gonna move here, I'm gonna draw this guy, and then... Yeah, that's what I'm gonna move here, and that draws this guy with me. Then I'm gonna attack him. Which means that any damage that goes over is gonna transform the fire vampire. Okay, well, that's a good, very good die roll. I'm gonna gain a madness because of this, but I don't really care. So I kill this guy, and I do 2 damage on the fire vampire. Alright. And my hypochondria. I take a stress for each wound I have. If I have no wound, heal all your stress. That's good. And I gain an additional die when I attack. So now I'm going to attack with... I think I rolled an incorrect die, but doesn't matter. Okay, so my third action, I'm going to try to destroy the fire vampire. I only need 2 successes to destroy it. And I get all of the success I need, so... beastie bites the dust. Okay. So that's it for him, and I think... Next turn, I think I'm gonna have Ariel trade to get Professor and count her arcane or elder sign symbol as successes. So yeah, Mythos card. Let's hope it's not gonna be. Yep, nope, it's not. Monster in the lab. Okay. Each fire vampire and Byaki move 1 space towards you. There aren't any. We got rid of all of them, and then we have to summon them though. So 1 fire vampire. No, 1 Byaki. It's Byaki goes to the blue. The fire vampire goes here. But it's not, means we're still in the safe zone, which means we can draw 8 discovery cards. The assistant janitor. Bleach. You can discard this card. I don't have the ammonia. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, because it's gonna give me 1 level of stealth. So... And that's gonna be good for him. He wants to move around more easily. Okay. So that was Rasputin's turn. Now for Ariel. So the first thing she's going to do is a trade action. And that trade action, she's going to get the Professor. Which means that she now has 1 level of... he has a level of stealth, which means I have to put this here. And she has an arcane mastery, which I have to put this here. I can count at least 1 as a success. Yeah. Okay, excellent. That was my first action for her. Second action, I'm going to extinguish the fire here, because otherwise we're going to just burn to death. Well, I'm tempted to shoot that fire vampire that's right next to us. I'm going to do it as a third action. Yeah, I'm going to do it as the third action. So I have 4 dice. I can count, yeah. I can count 1 arcane symbol as a success. And I have a couple of those. Yeah. I'm gonna reroll at least this one. Try it again. Just one madness from this. Yeah, excellent. So I have. You know what? I think I'm gonna reroll this one as well. No. I still need. No, I need both. Yeah, I can't reroll. So I gain one madness. But at least that fire is gone. Madness is getting pretty hectic. Okay. That was my first action. No, that was my second action. It's my third action. I could rest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna rest. 1, 2, 3. It's annoying. Maybe the fire vampire is gonna join us, but yeah. Now, if I get another card, yeah, this thing's gonna advance. It doesn't. Lord of the Woods. If you're in the same area as the Black Goat, it deals 1 wound for each other figure in this space. Otherwise, move each dark yawn 1 space towards you. There are no dark yawn. Isn't that a bloomin' shame? So she gains 1 discovery card. Feral student, guilty conscience. 1 level of brawling. I have to claim the guilty conscience. I don't want to replace my yep. So I have a guilty conscience now. I don't know what I did, but it was bad. Okay. And that's it for her. Now, as for Rasputin. Well, he's going to move here. He's going to attack this cultist. Which he destroys. And then he's going to try to destroy this lab. Which he effortlessly destroys. Alright. And what happens? Major explosion. Deal 2 wounds to all enemies in this and adjacent space. I could have done that and saved myself an action. No. Lesson learned, I guess. Okay. So, put these cards in a pile next. Discard pile. Then the Mythos card. Oh. Students go mad. If you have any student companion, it's not a student, it's the assistant janitor. Yeah. Well, nothing happens. And that means he gets to draw another discovery card. Medical supplies. Claim the medical supply. Yeah, that's something we can use to heal ourselves. That's not bad. Okay, now, Ariel. I'm going to attack this fire event. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to go straight to the other lab. I can move past this thing. There's no fire here, so I'm going to go 1, Oh, because I'm going to draw 2 fires with me. Well, has to be done. 2, 3. And I'm going to attack the laboratory here. Which means I have 4 dice to do it. And I can transform one of those into yeah, I'm gonna try to re-roll this one. Excellent. Well, I do just 3 on it, but that's still not bad. So 3 damage. This lab. That would be lab number 4 if I had, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think that as my last action, I'm gonna rest. And I might take some damage here, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rest. So let's see what happens. Oh, there it is. Each Dark Young moves 2 space towards you, and we summon a Dark Young on this space. And then that thing moves, which means at the end we're gonna have to summon another in my space. But in the meantime, I can still draw a discovery card. Lab notes. Gain 2 to all roll when you have at least 1 student or animal companion. I'm going to claim the lab notes because sometimes something can cause me to lose my things. Okay, so I'm going to gain, roll 2 dice damages. Hopefully I'm not going to go madder than I already am. I get a wound. I'll take the wound. And those 2 are discarded. Rasputin. Oh, yeah, I have to reshuffle these. There we go. Okay, what to do with him? Fire doesn't bother me all that much. Now I'm gonna have 5 dice. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here and gonna draw a fire with me. My second action, I'm gonna attack this Dark Young with my 5 dice now. And I have 1 level of Arcane Mastery. I forgot I gave the other one to her, so I can only transform 1 of my into a success, but I hope that's gonna be enough. Okay, well, yep, I get rid of the Dark Young. Don't transfer any damage to the other one, but that's fine. And my third action, I think I'm gonna sneak past and my here, so I don't get too burned up. So I'm now. Frenzied cultist. Each cultist move one space towards you. So I'm going to summon a cultist here. And now I'm going to summon this guy here with me. Which means he's going to attack me. Yeah. Alright. They're getting pissed. And let's see what happens. And he deals 1 wound to me. I'll take it. It's not too bad. Okay, now Ariel. I'm going to destroy the lab. Hopefully. Yep. It's destroyed. What happens when I turn this around? Inferno. Place a fire in your space and each adjacent space. That sucked. So in my space I have this one. And each adjacent space, which means one here. And another one over here. That place is really burning up. So that was my first action. And I believe we check for the summoning at the end of the turn. Yeah, it's the end of turn, so I'll have to deal with this right now. That was my first action. Second, I'm gonna I'm gonna extinguish this fire. I'm gonna try anyway. Yep, that's been extinguished. And as my third action, I'm just gonna rest. I forgot Rasputin needed to check for either a wound or a sandy or both. It's a wound. Okay. I can get killed once, so it doesn't bother me all that much. Okay, so at the end of the turn, I have to, Mythos card. If there are 3 or more Dark Young within one space, there's not a single one. That's a good card to get. And I can, again, check for discoveries. Locked cabinet. Take 3 wound to gain the amulet of... Nope. Otherwise I have... wow. 2, 3. I'm gonna be 2 wounds from death. No. I'm gonna claim this spirit thingy. It's annoying, but... Okay. And at the end of my turn, then I summon Dark Young, the Black Gold Woods, Shabnigroth, which means I'll do stage 2. When revealed, summon. Then move all Dark Young one space towards you. There are no Dark Young. So, I summon this guy in my space. Right here. And I have to place this thing here. To indicate where it was. Okay. Now for Rasputin. Rasputin. Well, I'm gonna get rid of this guy. I'm gonna extinguish this fire, hopefully, and then I'm gonna rest. That's gonna be my turn. So it's gonna be 5 dice to attack this cultist thingy. It's gonna cost me 1 sanity, but yeah, I get rid of him. Then I'm gonna extinguish this fire. Well, I'm gonna burn up the moment I move my ass out of there. I'm gonna try to re-roll this again. Maybe not get, because I have enough to extinguish all the fire. Yep. Excellent. So I'm gonna remove all these fire tokens. Now I'm gonna rest. Which means I'm gonna remove this 1 and 2 stress. Then Mythos card. Monster in the lab. Summon. Okay. Ah, dread. Each fire vampire he moves. That damn thing moves toward in my space. It's gonna attack me, and it puts 1 damn fire here, and then we have to summon another one and another one. Oh, and this guy moved here also. Okay, so we're getting attacked by the fire vampire, which I was hoping to avoid. And does 1 wound and 1 sanity to me. Alright, you annoying pain in the ass. Okay, now there is no fire in here right now. I think I can start to attack the... I think I'm gonna move out. That's gonna be 1, and it does 1 wound to him when I move out of a space with him. And now I'm gonna start to wail on him. So that's 3 dice, 2 for the gun, 1 for this, and whenever I get, well, I can transform one of my Elder Sign into a success. So let's start to do some damage on the big guy himself. That's 3 damage, but at least I don't... I'm going to try to reroll at least one of those. Nah, damn it. That would have been good in the hand of Rasputin, but... yeah. So that's 3 damage on Shubnigurth for the first attack. Then my second attack, which is my 3rd action. Wait a minute. Whenever the black goat takes any wound, move any dark young, unless they're already there. Okay, so, well, and there are no dark young on the board right now. Still have 1 turn to... ah, crap. I'm gonna reroll that. I don't want this. And, nope, I'm gonna reroll all these dice. I'm gonna try to do as much damage to it as I can. Okay, yeah, that's 4 wounds. 5, actually, because, yeah, that's 5 wounds. So, because stage 2 is already 9 wounds in. Okay. And it didn't cost me any sanity, which is good, because she's riding pretty close, that upper limit right there. Okay, so, Mythos card. Lord of the Woods. If you're in the same area as the Black Goat, no, I'm not. Otherwise, move each Dark Young one space towards you. There aren't any. And I can draw a Discovery card. You have a guilty conscience, take 1 stress. Well, my stress is maxed out. What happens when that... I think it lets me a wound, I'm not sure. Stress. Oh, nope. It doesn't do anything. All their stress and claim the guilty conscience. Well, I already have it. But I'm gonna heal all my stress with it. And I already have the guilty conscience, so I don't need to get it anymore. Again. Well, maybe I need to get it twice. Starting to be have a lot of cards here. Okay. So that was her. Now Rasputin, the Fire Vampire. I think he's gonna move into the zone with Shub-Niggurath. Nope. I'm gonna leave that zone. One, two. It's gonna give me a fire, but then I'm gonna rest. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna trade something with her. Medicine. Move this further. No, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna change my action. Instead of 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna attack the Fire Vampire first. I have 4. Otherwise it may come back to bite us. Okay, well, I do 2 wound to it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a second attack on it. That gets rid of him. Then I'm gonna rest. 1, 2, 3. What happens with the Mythos? If you have any student companion, discard. Assistant janitor, no. Good. Alright. Now, Ariel! She can start wailing on Shub-Niggurath and really do some damage, maybe. Okay. So. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. Is gonna give me one more die to attack, which is good. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 success, which is enough to destroy his stage 2 card. Now what happens when you destroy the stage 2? When revealed, make the black goat move to the yellow gate, then summon a dark young on each gate. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to chase it then. So it moves here, and then we summon 1, 2, 3 of these guys. Now, put this on the side. Now it means that he has 3 black die and 4 green die when he attacks us. Okay. Not sure how to proceed now. I don't know if I can attack it from the stairs. We'll see if it's considered an adjacent space. Are considered adjacent for all purpose. Yes, it is. So it means I can attack Shub-Niggurath from here. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to bother with that fire. Second. Okay, that would be my third action. Now I have 7 dice. So I can do some more damage to it. And when it is wounded, at the end of each turn, a black goat deals 1 wound to each other figure in its space and adjacent spaces. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that has to happen. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to re-roll those. Oops, I think I'm moving my... Okay, 1 sanity, but at least I get 3 more damage on it. And that means that whenever it takes a wound, I think that still counts. When the black goat takes any wound, move the dark young that is closest to the black in its space. Okay. And I think unless there's already... Yeah, unless there's already one in there, so this thing doesn't move, it's just gonna stay. Okay. So, with those. Each investigator take 1 stress or wound if they cannot. If there are 4 or more dark young on the board, choose 1 investigator to take 2 extra stress or wound if they cannot. And there are 3. Okay, so we're fine. 1 stress, 1 stress. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be at the end of her. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do again a discovery. Discard to heal all your stress and discard your guilty conscience card. Oh yeah, well I'm gonna do that. On our turn anyway. Okay, Rasputin. Now, you gotta get in there, my boy. So, oh, yeah, almost forgot. I have to throw for the fire. Yeah, she gets a wound. That fire goes. Now, Rasputin is gonna move up there. It's gonna burn his ass, but we have to destroy that thing. So, yeah, I'm gonna move in here. And I'm gonna attack it. Even if he dies, I don't care. So he has 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I forgot they had to take both 1 wound because they were adjacent to him. I'm gonna have to be careful. Okay, well, that's 4 success. That's 4 damage to him, and 1 more sanity. Damage to the stage. Now that's 7, and then 1 more. I almost need a sanity. I need my unkillable to increase to at least 2 free deaths. And it happens. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna get a stress because I have a wound. And I score 4 more damage to him. And I think I'm gonna re-roll this and try to score 5 damage to him. Yes! Because of my Arcane Masters. Yep. So I score another 5 damage to it. And that means I destroyed stage 2. So, final stage is the black goat takes no wound. Hey! Damn. While there are any cultists or monster in its space. Ooh. That just became complicated. Well, he's gonna kill me, that's for sure. Well, almost for sure. So he attacks me with 4 green die and 3 black die. But I'm gonna have 2 free deaths. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3 damage, which nope, not enough to kill me. 1, 2, 3. And 2 sanities, which means he's also riding close. Okay, then I get attacked by... I think I get attacked by everyone. So yeah, the Byaki is also going to attack me, which means I almost need that thing to kill me. Yeah, and it does. So it's going to give me another sanity, and I die, and that means that's the end of the attack against me. And at the end of any turn, Ariel takes this. Okay. So then he's gonna come back to life. I'm gonna have to start wheeling on these characters to get rid of them. Well, that's what Ariel is also gonna do. Okay, so Ariel is going to take a rest action. Yeah, that's all she's going to do. No. Oh, yeah, I can, yeah, that's right. I can get rid of the whiskey bottle, which gets rid of my guilty consciences. And heal my stress. So now I can really wail into that thing. And I have 2, 3, 4 dice. Okay, so I'm gonna attack. First thing I'm gonna attack is the dark yellow. Nope, the fire vampire. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. That's enough to kill it. I'm going to try to re-roll some of this insanity, because she's also riding a little close. These two. Excellent. So, fire vampire has been whacked. Okay, that was my first attack, second action. I'm gonna whack the Byaki. Again, I'm gonna reroll those because I don't need them. I have enough success to kill the Byaki. I'm gonna try and limit the amount of the sanity that it costs me, and again, it costs me nothing, no insanity. Excellent. Now that's her turn. Fire vampire. Each fire vampire moves. Ah, damn it! Summon another damn fire vampire. And does. Yes, and it advances, which means she gets 1 wound. She gets 1 of those. And it does 1 wound. And, yeah. And then we have to reshuffle these. Oh. We're getting near. It's make or break time. Rasputin! He comes back to life at the beginning of his turn. Full health and full life in this. And so he attacks with 6 dice. And he's going to attack. I think I'm going to attack the fire vampire. No, I'm going to attack the cultist. Try to get rid of the fire vampire by proxy. Wow, that was pathetic. I'm gonna re-roll these 2 dice. That's 2 insanity, which I gain. I don't have any wounds, so that heals. Heal all your stress. Yeah, that heals all my stress. And I'm gonna gain this as a level, but I don't have it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of this, and I put 3 wounds in the fire vampire. Okay. Second, I get another wound, another die. Now I'm gonna attack the Dark Young and try to transfer some damage on this charming fellow. I'm gonna re-roll this die because I got more than enough to kill both of them. Yeah. Oh, I think I can even transfer some of the damage to Shub-Niggurath himself. So that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. That's 3 for him. 1, 4, and that means 5 damage go right through the big guy himself. Oh yes. And I have 1 action left. And I might be able to do this. 7. Let's see what happens. Yes! Yes! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And Shub-Niggurath has been defeated, punched to death by the weird preacher Rasputin. So yep, ladies, it costs him 1 more sanity, which heals all his stress, and nothing else happens. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was a successful game of Cthulhu Death May Die. I hope you enjoyed it as much, at least partly as much as I did. That's my 2nd victory in this game. Or 3rd. Not sure. I think I won twice before. So, I hope that I didn't get too many of the rules wrong or forgot too many things. Well, feel free to point those out in the comments if you like. And, well, if you enjoyed that content, I'm gonna be uploading more of these games to my channel. So please comment, like, and obviously subscribe. So that was the chairman bidding you farewell, and see you next time on the boardroom.